Over 60. Eat this cheese to rebuild muscles and strength like you're 40 again. You've probably heard it all your life: avoid cheese. It's too fatty, too salty, not good for your heart. But what if that advice was never really meant for you? What if avoiding cheese isn't protecting your health, but quietly stealing your strength? In recent years, researchers have discovered that certain natural cheeses can do something remarkable. They can actually help rebuild aging muscles. And the reason why might surprise you. These aren't magic foods or marketing gimmicks. They're simple, traditional cheeses that nourish your body in a way most protein powders can't. So if you've been feeling weaker, slower, or just not as steady on your feet lately, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know which cheeses truly support your strength and how to use them wisely each day. Every time you like or comment, it helps this message reach another senior who might need it. Thank you for being part of this caring space. Let's move into the next part. Something many people overlook, but really matters. As we get older, losing muscle isn't a sign of laziness or poor effort. It's often the result of nutritional confusion. We've been told to cut fat, reduce salt, avoid dairy, and somehow expect our bodies to stay strong on air and vegetables alone. But our muscles depend on good protein and minerals to keep us moving. When the body doesn't get enough of these building blocks, it starts breaking down muscle faster than it can repair it. That's sarcopenia, a slow, silent process that makes everyday tasks harder over time. You may notice it first when climbing stairs feels heavier, or when your arms tire just from carrying groceries. For many, it leads to more falls, less independence, and a loss of confidence that touches every part of life. But what if one small, natural change to your breakfast could start turning that around? Here's the hidden part most doctors never emphasize. The medical system is designed to fix problems with prescriptions, not prevent them with simple, nourishing food. Yet some of the most effective treatments for aging muscles don't come from a pill. They come from your kitchen. Foods once labeled unhealthy have been misunderstood for years, especially cheese, because not all cheese is created equal. Some varieties are heavy and processed, while others are pure, rich in amino acids, and uniquely able to trigger muscle repair in older adults. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover 3 of them: real, natural cheeses that support your body's strength from morning till night. Each one works in a different way, and together they can transform how you move, feel, and age. Which one do you think helps the most? Leave your guess in the comments, then let's begin with the first, and perhaps most surprising. Ricotta, the gentle morning rebuilder. Ricotta is the softest way to begin rebuilding strength. It doesn't look like much: light, airy, almost sweet, but inside that creamy spoonful lies something your muscles recognize right away. Think of it as a gentle starter, perfect for mornings when your body is waking up and your joints feel a little stiff. Many seniors who've given up on dairy are surprised to find that ricotta feels soothing, not heavy. It's easy to digest, blends beautifully into breakfast, and delivers a special kind of protein signal your body still responds to even after 60. That signal comes from a natural compound called leucine. You can think of leucine as your body's muscle switch. Every time you eat enough of it, your body gets the message to stop breaking muscle down and start rebuilding it again. Ricotta happens to be one of the richest cheese sources of leucine per bite, more than cheddar, mozzarella, or Swiss. And because it's made from whey, that protein absorbs fast, slipping easily through the digestive system that tends to slow down with age. It's one of the few foods that can truly wake up dormant muscle cells and remind them how to repair. The best time to enjoy ricotta is within an hour after light movement, maybe after your morning walk, a few minutes of stretching, or even tending the garden. That's when your muscles are most ready to use what you give them. A small bowl is enough, half a cup stirred into warm oatmeal, or spread on whole grain toast with a drizzle of honey and sliced banana. If you prefer something savory, mix it with chopped spinach and a touch of olive oil. Pairing it with foods rich in vitamin D, like a boiled egg or a few mushrooms sautéed in butter, helps your body absorb calcium more efficiently. What you want to avoid is eating ricotta late at night, when your body is slowing down and less likely to use it for muscle repair. And skip the heavily processed store brands that add stabilizers or gums. They often dilute the very nutrients you're trying to get. Look for fresh, whole milk ricotta with minimal ingredients. Let me tell you about Richard. At 71, he'd spent decades delivering mail on foot. After retirement, he slowed down too much sitting, too many skipped breakfasts. Within 2 years, his legs weakened to the point he needed help climbing stairs. Instead of supplements, his doctor suggested something simpler: start his mornings with a small bowl of ricotta mixed with oats and fruit after his daily walk. 6 weeks later, his balance improved. His legs stopped trembling when standing from a chair, and he said he finally felt alive again. That's the power of small mints, consistent choices. You don't need more pills or more protein powder. You just need to eat smarter and give your muscles what they've been missing. Next, we'll look at a cheese that works its magic while you sleep, helping your body rebuild quietly through the night. Gruyère. The nighttime protector morning gives you momentum. Night is where you keep it. During the day, your body uses energy to move, lift, and carry. But while you sleep, something quieter happens: repair. The problem is that as we age, that nighttime repair slows down. Muscles lose more than they rebuild, especially if your last meal doesn't give them what they need. That's where Gruyère, a firm golden cheese from Switzerland, quietly shines. It's more than a flavorful treat. It's a gentle, steady fuel source that keeps your muscles nourished while you rest. Gruyère is rich in a slow-digesting protein called casein. Unlike the fast proteins found in foods like yogurt or whey shakes, casein releases its amino acids gradually, almost like a slow drip IV for your muscles. As you drift into deeper sleep, this steady supply keeps feeding your tissues for hours, protecting them from the breakdown that often happens overnight. Studies on adults over 60 show that people who include slow proteins before bed experience noticeably less muscle loss. Even if they're not exercising intensely, it's a simple form of nighttime insurance for your strength. But Gruyère's benefits go beyond protein. It carries a dense mix of calcium, phosphorus, and zinc minerals that help maintain the connection between your muscles, nerves, and bones. Together, they support better coordination and reduce the stiffness that so many seniors feel first thing in the morning. In other words, what you eat before bed can directly shape how strong and steady you feel when you wake. To get the most from this quiet helper, timing matters. Have a small piece of Gruyère 1 to 2 hours before bedtime, paired with a few almonds or a slice of whole grain cracker. That combination gives your body a gentle rise in nutrients without spiking blood sugar. Avoid red wine, dark chocolate, or sugary desserts at the same time. They can delay digestion and reduce the benefits of the slow protein release. And choose the good stuff: naturally aged Gruyère, low in salt and free from preservatives. A little goes a long way. About the size of 2 fingers is enough. Margaret, a 68-year-old piano teacher, learned this firsthand. She'd been waking with tight hips and a sore back, blaming age and too much sitting. Her sleep was broken, and her balance during morning yoga kept slipping. At her doctor's suggestion, she began a gentle evening routine, a cup of chamomile tea, a small slice of Gruyère, and a short walk around the block. Within a month, she noticed her stiffness easing. 2 months later, she could hold her balance poses again and said she woke up feeling 10 years lighter. It's a simple reminder that while you rest, your body repairs. Give it what it needs, and it will thank you with steadier mornings and stronger steps. And next, we'll move to the cheese that works hardest during the day. One that helps your muscles stay strong long after you've left the breakfast table. Cottage cheese, the daytime powerhouse. Cottage cheese might not look like much soft, simple, even a little plain, but it's one of the most powerful foods you can eat to rebuild strength during the day. It's the unsung hero of muscle repair. Mild enough for breakfast, flexible enough for lunch, and strong enough to nourish recovery after a light workout. What makes it so unique is that it carries both kinds of protein. Your muscles crave the kind that acts fast and the kind that lasts. Inside every spoonful, cottage cheese combines whey and casein, two proteins that work like a perfect team. The whey kicks in quickly, sending amino acids straight to your muscles for fast recovery, while the casein releases slowly, keeping that repair process going for hours. It's like having a mechanic who fixes what's broken and another who keeps the engine running smooth all day long. Along with those proteins, cottage cheese is rich in calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin B12 nutrients that keep your nerves firing correctly and your muscles contracting with steady strength. One clinical study from 2022 found that older adults who included cottage cheese after exercise gained around 5 to 6% more muscle mass in just 12 weeks compared to those who didn't eat any protein afterward. That's a big difference, and it shows how powerful timing can be. For the best results, eat cottage cheese after any light movement. It doesn't have to be a gym workout. A short walk around the block, a few minutes of gardening, or even chair stretches at home are enough to activate your muscles. That's when they're most ready to use the protein you give them. You can mix it with sliced banana or baked sweet potato for a natural dose of potassium, which helps prevent cramps and keeps fluids balanced. A pinch of turmeric and black pepper adds an anti-inflammatory boost, soothing aging joints. Just try to avoid sugary jams, fruit syrups, or refined crackers that can blunt the body's muscle-building response. And don't forget hydration. Drink a glass of water before and after your meal to help your body absorb those nutrients efficiently. David, a 74-year-old retired engineer, learned this the hard way. After months of being less active following a back injury, he lost much of his leg strength. Simple walks left him winded. Instead of turning to supplements, he started a steady cottage cheese routine, a small bowl with fruit after morning stretches, and a savory version with olive oil and spinach in the afternoon. Within 10 weeks, his walking distance doubled, and his confidence returned. "I didn't think food alone could do this," he said, "but it feels like my body woke up again." That's the beauty of this humble cheese. It quietly gives back what time has taken. You don't have to overhaul your diet or chase fads. Just feed your body what it understands real. Balanced nourishment. Coming up next, we'll look at how to combine all three cheeses into one simple daily rhythm. A plan that strengthens you from morning to night. The Daily Strength Plan. Now that you've seen how each cheese plays its own role, let's bring them together into one simple rhythm, your daily strength plan. Think of it as a quiet cycle of repair that follows you from sunrise to bedtime. In the morning, start with ricotta. It's your fast recovery fuel. A small serving after your walk or morning stretches helps your muscles wake up and start rebuilding right away. Around midday, reach for cottage cheese. It's your steady repair partner, keeping your energy and muscle strength balanced through the afternoon. And when evening comes, let Gruyère take over. That slow, nourishing protein works while you sleep, protecting your muscles so you wake up steadier and stronger. You don't need big portions or strict timing, just a sense of rhythm. A short walk before each meal, even 5 or 10 minutes, helps your body use the protein more efficiently. And don't forget your water. A glass before and after eating helps every nutrient reach your cells. What matters most isn't how much you do in one day, but how often you show up for yourself. A little every day rebuilds your strength faster than any burst of effort once a week. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about supporting the body you have with care and consistency. Up next, we'll take everything you've learned and bring it together with a final reminder, one that turns these small actions into a lasting foundation for strength, freedom, and confidence at any age. Aging isn't losing power, it's rediscovering it. Every decade of your life has taught your body how to adapt, recover, and endure. The same wisdom that's carried you this far is still inside you, waiting to be used again. Muscle loss isn't a sentence, it's a signal. It's your body asking for nourishment and rhythm, not restriction. And the good news is, you can answer that call in the simplest of ways with food that loves you back. When you give your muscles what they recognize: steady protein, gentle movement, and good hydration, they respond. They rebuild. They remember. Strength isn't gone. It's just been resting. Each small step, each smart meal, is your body remembering how to be strong again. It could be that first walk around the neighborhood after breakfast, or a mindful stretch before dinner. It could be choosing real, clean foods instead of the easy processed ones. These choices, tiny as they seem, whisper to your body, I still care. I still want to move. You deserve that freedom, the ability to stand tall, to lift, to walk without fear of falling. You've earned a life that feels steady and sure, one where energy returns and confidence quietly replaces doubt. So here's your invitation. Which cheese will you try first this week? Maybe a spoonful of ricotta after your morning stretch, or a small bowl of cottage cheese for lunch. Or perhaps you'll finish your evening with a bit of Gruyère and a warm cup of tea. Share your plan or your story in the comments below. Your experience might be the one that helps someone else begin. Stay curious, stay consistent, and remember, strength doesn't fade with age, it returns with care. Thank you for spending this time together. Remember, every small step counts toward a calmer, healthier life. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.